feeling like me? I feel like a prince that turned to a king. Found me a queen. Started a family and got me a team. On top of my dreams. Join her, I know you inspired by me. Like I was inspired by Nelson Mandela. I give him a rose for every endeavor. A shout out to Julius Erving. One of the legends I worship. Muhammad Ali put to work and he was the champ. The greatest, he earned it.
Please stop it. My head hurts.
Do you want some? My grandmama thought I was worth it. She always guided me when I was searching. I wouldn't be me if it wasn't for her.
Thank you.
I wouldn't be Willie. I couldn't be me if there wasn't no Eddie.
That was good. Thank you. Can I have more, please?
I've been giving you nonstop.
No, thank you.
Willie been cold since Benny and Jerry. Must have forgot that I really get busy. They done forgot who invented get jig.
Have you ever had a dream that you
What is up, everybody? Yo.
Happy Monday.
Yiggity, yo.
Hey, you ever feel like sometimes parents just don't understand?
Am I right?
I feel like Will Smith.
You know what? My favorite city just happens to be Miami. I feel like Will Smith.
What's another song? Sometimes you just want to get jiggy with it. I feel like Will Smith.
Man, it's getting hot out. It's gonna be summertime.
Sometimes
I feel like Will Smith.
Switch. You know,
I'm a man, and I'm wearing black.
Honestly, Alex. Well, to everybody, welcome to the Play It Pod with Alex and John.
The only video game podcast that plays while we
Pod at the same time. And you know what? It's just the two of us. Because I feel like Will Smith. This is the whole thing. That was a whole setup.
That was a roller coaster.
That was the setup. Like, I literally needed something to set up, and that was it. Thank you. You were a pawn.
Thanks.
Yeah. But for real, though, welcome.
Happy to be here.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the Podcast. I am Pawn Alex.
And I am the King, John, a.k.a. Will Smith. Yes, it's the
Hey,
Playing
man.
Pod. It's the Playing Pod episode
You're
number.
not the king. You're more so like the prince. The Fresh Prince. Will Smith. All right, now that we got all the listeners annoyed out here. Yo, what's up, everybody?
Hi. We like Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith is the GOAT.
We like him a lot.
That song, we never actually mentioned what song it is. It's in the description always, but.
Is it?
Yeah, I always put it in there.
That's good for you, man.
Great. You don't even realize what we be doing here sometimes. You don't appreciate
I
me.
am a pawn here as well.
Aha, pawn ass.
Pawn star ass head.
So the songs are always in the description alongside with the games. But speaking of games, because it's a gaming podcast and we are the Playing
Don't
Pod,
do it. Do not segue just yet.
I am not.
Oh,
Can I?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The only game that plays while we pod, and on Spotify, you just hear the pod. But on YouTube,
You get the play.
you get the play part. And today we're playing World War Z, baby.
That's
No
right.
Brad Pitt.
No Brad Pitt.
No Brad Pitt.
No Will Smith. No
No.
Will Smith either.
No Will Smith either.
But he was in a post-apocalyptic movie as well.
yeah, and I think he was a legend in it.
He was a legend.
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
legend.
He was played Neville Longbottom.
What?
Dr. Neville Longbottom.
What's his name? Neville?
I think it's Neville.
Ah.
Anyway,
Yeah, bro.
Any whoosies.
Continue, please.
What was he?
Where was he?
Hey. So, John,
Yes, Alex.
how you been since the last one?
Since the last podcast?
Yeah.
Good. I had 2 cups of coffee. I'm pretty pod ready.
You about to tutti frutti them Rudies?
Oh yeah. I'm about to. Yep, sir. Yes, sir. Ski.
So, before we jump into the topics, this is like speaking on World War Z.
You still talking about World War Z?
This is like Left 4 Dead, right?
Yes. This is like a 4-player Left 4 Dead type deal. And yeah, you just go through the level. It's supposed to be really good. When I was working at GameStop, this was like sold out all the time.
Really?
Yeah, like people were trying to get it. You could never get it. We were always out of stock. I played it once in the Game Pass, and I was like, ah. But it's like Left 4 Dead. You're supposed to play with other people.
Right. Well, if you play Left 4 Dead by yourself.
Yeah, it's not as fun
yeah.
when playing with other people. So like, if we get enough people to play it, so 3, then I will play it as well.
Okay, I'm down. I'm glad we're playing it today.
Re-download
so
you get a look at it.
Yeah.
It's Left 4 Dead. It's
Got
Left 4
it.
Dead.
I like I said, I downloaded it. I never actually had a chance to play it because I've just been on Assassin's Creed. I wanted to start a segment, John.
Yes.
And the way I said that, it sounded like I've been planning this for a long time.
That's what it sounded like.
It just came out right now.
It just happened.
Yes. We're in quarantine. A lot of us are still at home. I want to know what games you guys are playing. and I want to know
That's
what game
good.
you're playing.
You know that.
But the audience might not.
I like that. We should. You know what? That should just be a segment.
What game?
Always.
Yeah, okay.
What are you playing? Like
Yeah.
what games?
What games are you playing this week? I'll go first.
Thank you.
So right now, I'm currently playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Your fault that I'm playing that because, you know, the Valhalla trailer dropped. And we've spoken about it on this podcast.
I think we've talked about it like every single podcast
Yes.
since.
Yes, because that's all. Literally.
That's literally all you do.
Because normally my gaming habits are such that I'll jump from game to game to game, and I'll end up dropping the first game that I play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm decided to break that with this free time I have. So I've been focusing on just one game at a time. Prior to that was Resident Evil 7. Like if I turn on that console, I'm not gonna play anything else but that game until I'm done with it.
Yeah, you were just playing Resident Evil 7 for a hot minute.
Yeah, so I beat it finally. It took I had to restart it from the time we did the gameplay on this channel. Amazing fucking game, by the way.
Watch that.
Amazing. Like we were playing Half-Life on the channel. Plug. We're on episode 20, whatever the fuck. And
24, 25 today.
Yeah.
Or
So
26.
you know, I've been playing Resident Evil 7, and yeah, I mean, we played Half-Life, and I'm like, dude, that's in my face. That's scary. I'm ready for Resident Evil. Like, what the fuck? I'm not in there.
Nothing can be as scary as already literally in your face.
Yeah, nah, I was dead ass wrong. That game is terrifying, and I loved every second of it. It's played Resident Evil 7 if you haven't, but now
want to, but no,
you should. You really should.
I don't want to.
But play it with somebody. I played it by myself at night, and dude, I had nightmares the first night. But
That's disgusting.
right now, currently, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm like 40 hours into the fucking game.
Yeah,
And it's so much game. So much. Definitely worth the full price that we paid for it, even though it went on sale right after. But, worth it. Amazing game.
I'm
if
having
you,
a
if you
blast.
have not, if you gave up on the Assassin's Creed franchise like I did,
You did.
it's time to get back in there. Because Unity, Syndicate, all them shits, Black Flag, wasn't a big fan of, but my God. Great game.
Yeah. Oh, was it my turn? Or is that
Yes,
all
sure.
you're playing right now?
Yes, go ahead.
And then you got to go. And that is what I'm playing. And then
Okay.
we need a specific button on here
This one.
specifically. Go ahead.
Holy shit. We'll get one. We'll get one.
We'll get one.
We'll make a specific button that goes.
Right.
It'll have music and some
Ooh,
shit.
we should have it goes like, "What are you playing this week, baby?" That's too long. It's already too long. It's just in the background. Like, remember NBA Hang Time?
Yeah.
You know, it's like NBA
Yeah.
Hang Time, and then like the song just going. You just hear the girl in the. I was gonna say the bitch.
well,
The girl in the back just serenade, like just like oh
yeah.
wow.
It's gonna be like that. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna get the Hang Time song, and that's gonna be it.
Yes.
Oh man.
Why Hang Time?
Hold on. Speaking of games I played this week, before you get into yours, I tried to load up. NBA,
you did tell me about this.
NBA. WWF No Mercy on a 64.
Uh-huh.
It took me like 20 minutes to get it to work because the cartridges for you youngins.
Right.
Picture what the Switch has, but bigger, and that is
Right.
that is what the 64 had, and I think that cartridge is dying. But I bring that up to say that the song in that menu is hilarious. That's what that
was?
That is all.
Oh, I did not.
Because we're talking about the NBA Hang Time song, and
Right.
yeah, that song. Like when you hear it, you'll be like, I remember this song, and it's hilarious.
Is it hilarious?
It just goes. I don't want to call it lyrics because it's not really lyrics. It's more so part of the beat. But it's somebody saying dig diggity dog.
What?
Yeah, like I've never paid attention to growing up to that music. But yeah, legit, it just goes.
Says
It
dig
goes
diggity dog?
It goes diggity dog, and then like dude, it's
I
funny
don't
ass
remember
song.
that.
When you hear it, you'll be like,
Yo.
right.
I kind of want to put it on just to hear what that is.
I'll put it out for you
that.
after the podcast. Well,
Oh,
if I can get the
jeez.
fucking cartridge to work.
Oh
but-
yeah, right.
But if I do get it to work, you're catching all sorts of pixels and
don't hurt me.
polynomial hands.
Polynomials.
But John, what game are you playing this week?
right now I'm playing World War Z. No, I'm also playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I think you have more hours than I do in it because I do interchange between games. I do like to put all my time into it, but sometimes you just get so burnt out from just playing that one.
Yeah.
So it's that one. If I'm not playing that, then I'm playing Destiny with my friends.
Right.
For the longest, I've been an avid anti-Destiny guy.
Yeah.
Hella avid.
But let's give context. You've beaten them both.
Yeah,
the main stories.
I bought and beaten both main stories for Destiny 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get into it, especially like with all the whole paywalls and all that extra shit.
Yeah.
It just wasn't for me, but my friends are they're used to getting abused by the system, so they followed with it anyway. Bought all the DLC and such, or not all the DLCs, but they're pretty caught up.
They're fans of the end game.
They're fans of the game, yeah, like with the content after the fact. But I could never really get into it, so I've just been constantly talking shit because I just like to make them mad.
Yeah.
But with all this extra time, and I didn't really have a game to play now, Assassin's Creed, I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I will humor you guys and see what the hubba is all about.
Yeah.
And I actually like it. Especially since now Bungie kind of is away from Activision, and the game is now free to play. It does make a huge difference. Plus, like, all the content, you can tell there was love there that is behind all the pay stuff. You can't really fault Bungie for it. They tried to make a game within the boundaries that Activision set.
Yeah, money's got to be made.
Yeah, and I get it now that Activision has nothing to do with it. I get it. It is fun. It is a lot of fun. So I do that, and then Binding of Isaac. Those are the 3 games. Like, Binding of Isaac is just hours of gameplay. If you haven't tried it, or if you know about it but you've always wanted to try it, definitely do that, because it's just hours of gameplay.
Love the Binding of Isaac.
Procedurally generated, right?
Yeah.
Everything is randomized.
Well, it's randomized, yeah.
Yeah, like from the bosses, the levels, the minions, like all of it, the power-ups, it's all random, so you can just get hours and hours of gameplay.
Yeah. And no 2 runs are exactly identical, which
so
is
it's
great.
just it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So like that's literally all I've been doing with this time. And then playing the game of beating my meat.
Okay, and then we're done. That was what game you play this week, baby.
Please, I'll just wait for the thing.
I'm gonna do it.
You don't have to do that. It's fine. It's okay. Thanks though.
I'm actually really liking this game. It looks really cool.
Damn, man.
What? I'm sorry. I'm watching. I'm watching.
Yeah,
it.
I like it.
It looks like it'd be more fun with people for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So please be my friend.
Yeah, I'll
Please
play
be my
this
friend
with
and
you.
play
I'll
this
play
with
this with you
Thank
for sure.
you.
But we have some news to talk about, John, this week,
We do.
and I wanted to jump right into it, just like in a. God damn! I'm sorry.
Man,
I'm sorry.
Spotify listeners don't know what the fuck you're looking at.
I'm
man.
sorry, Spotify listeners. If y'all seen the movie World War Z, you know how they climb on each other like ants. To the zombies, they climb that happened in the game, and it looked crazy. I'm sorry. That was a genuine.
You're breaking the. You're breaking the
look,
fucking.
We're the playing pod, and some shit happened. I'm sorry.
Some shit happened during
They're
the play.
climbing, dude. It's okay. All right, I'm sorry. That looks crazy. I'm gonna play this.
Yeah, it's fun.
So, speaking of playing this, Sony came out with their state of play. Look how I did that. And,
Okay, that's all right.
And it was a very, you know how Microsoft did their inside Xbox, and it was just
Yes.
a glorified Assassin's Creed showcase.
Oh, this is how you're doing that. Okay.
Sony did the same thing, and they showed their Assassin's Creed that's coming out.
That's what you're
Boom.
starting off like that.
They showed off their Ghost of Tsushima, which is
Wow, you're just gonna take my racist joke like that,
I'm gonna
dude?
take all the jokes. I'm just gonna bite all of them.
Wow.
Wait, what else did you say? Lord of the Rings.
Wow, there's not even context with that one.
No, but Ghost of Tsushima came out.
You're going Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima
Tsushima.
came out, and it's the spiritual successor to the Cooking Mama franchise.
Oh boy, you're
So
just continuing that.
But you know, so Nintendo owns Cooking Mama, but they don't own Sushi Mama.
Please
so
stop
you
the
only
joke.
make sushi.
You're still
On
going.
this one, and you play
Okay,
as Hanzo
so-
Hasashi.
No, stop it and tell it regular.
So Assassin's Creed Ghost of Tsushima got
Oh
announced.
my goodness.
I'm sorry, should I play?
Well, one, it didn't get announced. It was already announced. Ghost
Oh.
of Tsushima is a game that has been in the works. I think it was in
Yes.
last E3,
Yes.
right? It's been kind of a roller coaster for that game because it got delayed
Yep.
or it got canceled and then it came back. But we finally got gameplay for it this week.
Well, but I want on the record that when the game first got announced, I'm a big fan of samurais and the Japanese culture when it comes to that.
Yeah, you
Not like the
should.
tentacles and stuff, but this cool stuff with the samurais and stuff.
Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy.
I really like that. I'm a big fan of, those type of characters. Samurais,
I'm
I
a-
guess.
yeah.
I'm a big fan of fucking samurais.
the character of a samurai that
yeah.
has no historical accuracy whatsoever. Just
I like the character of samurais.
it's like that samurai shit.
So when this game got announced, I was like, yes, please.
I love like that samurai culture, that warrior culture of
Yeah.
in Japan.
Love-
Like Sekiro, I loved Sekiro
Yeah,
just because of its Japanese aesthetic. Like they just went full blown, just Japanese culture with like obviously the crazy shit that goes on top of it. But like that, I love that shit.
So yeah, shit like that, love it. Obviously, Sucker Punch, which is the developers, they love it too because this game essentially it looks to be an homage to samurai films and that type of cinema.
Yeah,
cool. I love that. I love that approach. But from the gameplay that they dropped, it just seems to be Assassin's Creed, another Assassin's Creed clone, in the same vein that Shadow of Mordor was an Assassin's Creed clone. Maybe not as cut and dry, but because Shadow of Mordor, that Lord of the Rings game that came out, blatant Assassin's Creed. But so yes, it's an open world game. You made that point when we were watching it. But I wasn't expecting it to be that. I thought it was going to be more of a structured single player experience. You know what I'm saying?
More linear along the lines of like Last of Us or
something like that. Especially given the history. Well, maybe that's a little wrong because these guys, Sucker Punch, I just looked them up. They made Infamous, and that was an open world game.
Oh, then it's literally right up their alley.
Yeah. But they had the Sly Cooper franchise also, and a couple other stuff.
Sly Cooper's a little more open world.
It's a little open world, but
it's not as.
I don't know. And if it was open world, I wasn't expecting it to be so formulaic. Again, I'm only going off of what they decided to show us, but they seem to spend a lot of time on like gimmicky stuff.
Here's what I have to say about that, because I don't mind an open world game. Like, I don't mind the open world aesthetic. Did I expect it? I was expecting it to be a little more linear. Sure, just because that's just what I picture in my brain. Maybe they already said some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, that's cool. I don't mind open world shit, right?
Yeah.
But you already said like the aesthetic of the Japanese culture is awesome. Being in the island of Tsushima and all that stuff, that's cool.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, why does it have to be so generic? Like, the combat, it seems very generic. They didn't really show me anything that was unique other than its aesthetic.
Yeah.
Because there's not many games that goes into the Japanese like lore and all that stuff or its culture. But other than that, like you strip it away from Ghost of Tsushima, and then what is it? It's just a generic open world adventure game. And from what they showed,
yes.
That's the first impressions of what they shown. That's what I got.
Yes,
got from it.
So I want to qualify what I said. There's nothing wrong with that formula, and there's nothing wrong with like I love the Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War franchise.
And that's kind of wanted to continue on was, it's very accurate to say that Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor are both essentially Assassin's Creed clones. Any game like that, you can kind of
make the argument,
channel it back to Assassin's Creed. Yeah. But the thing about those games is that they did something to make them stand out from Assassin's Creed. Like, yes, its base blueprint is Assassin's Creed, but there was something about it that made you want to get it, right?
Yeah.
Shadow of War, like Shadow of Mordor,
the mercenary system,
the Nemesis system,
which Assassin's Creed inevitably
which they bought, they bought off, but it's like they started, so I guess that's fine.
But and for stuff like that, it's natural for some sort of innovation, and then like for example, let's just talk about the open world formula, that franchise. So let's just call it not franchise, but that game type,
that like system mechanic, right? The system.
That when I say this, I mean the Assassin's Creeds, the new God of War, the Shadow of Mordor.
Can you really say the new God of War?
I throw it in there.
I wouldn't.
But here's how I can throw it.
Here's how I'm gonna do it. I just did.
Here's how. Freedom of speech, bitch. America.
It's, it's my goddamn podcast.
No.
That's how.
So if you strip away all the innovation, it's essentially the same concept at the bottom.
The root is the same,
open world, right. But the better games of that innovate and make it their own. That's why you can make the argument that God of War doesn't fit there, because it innovated and made it different. It's its own identity within that genre, which is within that genre.
Right.
Shadow of Mordor, more so Shadow of War, innovated it a little more and made its own mark in that genre.
Right.
Right? ultimately, when someone makes a good innovation like that, you're gonna find something similar to that feature in the next genre of that game. It doesn't have to be the same franchise, but you're gonna find it. That's why the Nemesis system, you found the mercenary system over here, and the whole toppling of empires,
And like the bounty system. And all
yes,
that,
yes. So every game does that. Now, that's natural. That's how you evolve.
Mhm.
That's how you evolve the franchises. That's how first-person shooters got to where they are now. Somebody took a step forward, somebody took another step forward, and build upon that. That's how it works.
Right.
First impressions of Ghost of Tsushima, they showed gameplay, right, which is cool. That's what they're supposed to do. But they focused on, for whatever reason, they decided to focus on a couple main things that just didn't make too much sense. They focused on their GPS system, their navigation of the game, which games have had for a long time.
And it's like it's cool, I guess.
You know, it is. But what they focused on it in the way that, like, the way they try to make it unique is like, oh, it's all within the aesthetic of the samurai universe of that world. So their GPS in this game is essentially a white line that you follow, but it's the wind
like
that
the
you
wind,
summon.
The wind you summon or that calls you is where it takes you to your objective, depending on what you pick. Like you pick the waypoint, the wind points you in that direction.
Which cool in concept, but that's not anything unique. You know, it's just another GPS, especially the way it looks.
It's just a Japanese aesthetic on
The same thing.
on just a formula we already know. Like there's nothing new to it.
And then they showed combat, which again I wasn't expecting the craziest system. You know, the crazy innovation. There's only so many ways you can fight on a. This is PlayStation 4 exclusive. There's only so many ways you can innovate on how to fight in that type of game on a controller, right? Fine, cool, and the combat looked good. At this point, it's been done so many times. If you fuck it up, stop making games.
Yeah,
but so the combat, cool, whatever. It looks really. I said visceral when we were watching it. I'm gonna say it again because that's a good word.
And when you said that shit, I was like, "What the fuck?"
It looked violent, crunchy. I liked it. It looked good.
Crunchy, man. Stop talking shit like that.
It looked good. It looked good.
She looked crunchy.
She looked crunchy. So that's fine. But then from there, they decide to show you customization, which, yes, it's fine. It's cool. I get it. But you weren't doing anything special there, number one. And then number two, they showed a photo mode, which to me is like, photo mode isn't a game seller. Yes, there are people who love photo mode, especially the artist type that would love, because the game is beautiful. You can, when in the photo mode, you can go in there and change the wind, the tone, the facial expression of the characters.
Yeah,
you can do a lot. It's a photo editing suite within that game, which is cool. But I'm not buying this samurai game to take pictures of the fucking samurai.
It seems like they put more innovation in the photo mode than in the mechanics of the game.
Yeah, like they're focusing so much on the tribute to the samurai films that is where they think their game should
like they
focus.
Think the selling point is
that look.
How much they love the samurai culture, that's great. I love it too. That's cool and all, but like, is it gonna make me get your game?
I'm on the fence on it now, especially when immediately after that they go into, we have this cool mode where you can make it look like a samurai film. You made the game black and white and windy. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure developing cool. That was a challenge and cool. It's an homage and all that, but it's black and white. And then after that, said, what works perfect with our game? Before the first cutscene comes, you can make the game. You can have a Japanese track with subtitles because it fits so perfect. I can do that in any game. I can change the language and put subtitles on any game.
Yeah.
Sure. Like I was so like, are you serious? Is this what you're like? Yes, I understand because of the aesthetics and because of the love for and that's how those movies are. I get it. It looks the part. It looks just like the movie. But don't
patronize me,
don't piss on me and call it water. I can do that any game. This game, I'm more than certain you can change the language to Japanese.
I'm pretty sure the motherfucker yelling help can say "Ayuda!"
Yeah, like that's not
Asistencia.
That's not a console seller. Like, fam, you guys made the Sly Cooper franchise.
No, don't get me wrong.
Infamous.
Like, I'm sure the game is gonna be great. You know, I'm sure the mechanics of the game, they're gonna be tight. It's gonna be awesome. It looked great.
Yeah, it did.
You know what I'm saying?
It looked beautiful.
But do I want the bitch because of what I saw? No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the one thing they tried to talk about, it's like, okay, you can fight two ways. you could fight as the samurai, right?
Or the ghost.
Or you could fight as the ghost, right? And they're like, and you can find these things. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like you can find these things, and they will fix up your shit, and you can, depending on your play style. Now we're playing Assassin's Creed right now.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed already does that. Like, you do literally level up and you upgrade based on, and you can upgrade the stats or whatever based on if you like to fight head on or as an assassin, like actually be an assassin, and then you can upgrade those abilities and shit with like essentially like runes or something like that, engravings. And they're talking about it like this thing. It's like, that's cool, but it's like you're literally doing what everybody's doing already.
Yeah.
Do I know what you should do different? I don't know. Not right off the top of my head. Not really.
No, I what I'm talking about is the state of play that came out. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Not so much the game. Because for Sony to come out and do a state of play, especially following, in this time where everybody's so focused on exclusives,
Right.
and Nintendo's just fucking murdering you in exclusives, and Sony's supposed to be the exclusive champ when it comes to Xbox versus PlayStation. To do a whole state of play instead of just dropping, like, if this would have came out in a Ghost of Tsushima video, like, oh yeah, we're dropping a quick little video on Ghost of Tsushima so you can see what the hell's going on because this game comes out in 2 months.
Yeah.
Cool, but you put the state of play moniker on it. That means that you want all of the Sony eyes. Like, this is a big thing.
Overall,
for us.
the two big players that dedicated a thing, like dedicated their thing, like Sony state of play, Xboxes inside Xbox or whatever,
Yeah.
have been underwhelming.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Underwhelming? Overwhelming.
Oh,
No, underwhelming. No
under.
good. They were alright at best.
Yeah.
The third party games that Xbox showed, underwhelming. I don't care. None I really give a shit about except the dinosaur one because it's like World War Z.
Yeah,
Left 4 Dead.
and Turok.
Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima, yeah.
Tsushima. Underwhelming from what I saw. It looks like it's taken everything that's worked with every other successful game and put a Japanese skin on it, which I'm sure is gonna sell.
Oh yeah.
But
I still
it doesn't. It doesn't make me want it.
Yeah. I am looking at it with a cautious eye now, 100%,
Yeah.
just because.
I need to see more now.
Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting, but
that wasn't it.
yeah, I'm not entirely sure if it was that.
It just
and it
seemed
might
very
just be
generic.
because like I said, we're playing Assassin's Creed, and I'm already looking forward to Valhalla. I already just pumped 40 hours into this last one. I don't know if I want to.
It's like, do I want
this
to
again.
buy a PS4 or just dust off my PS4 to play the Assassin's Creed in Japanese or like Viking? I don't know what
continue the
Swedish.
story
Where does Vikings come from? Sweden?
from Vikandia.
Norway?
They're
Nordic? Which is the first 3 letters of Norway.
Was it Norwegian? Are they Norwegian?
I don't fucking know.
From Vikandia.
For Valhalla,
That's where they're from.
which is
where they're going.
But it's like, do I want Vikings or do I want samurais? It's like, well, I can get the Viking one on my Xbox.
You know what? If you want them both, we'll play For Honor. You could do Vikings versus Samurai.
Yeah.
That game sucks.
It doesn't suck.
It
It just
sucks.
has it's a niche.
That game sucks.
It's a niche game.
Yeah, that game lasted a week.
But and this is a segue that also continues the conversation because we're past that. This is the level that we're at.
Oh, let's go.
And this is good. I had 2 coffees. I have to shit.
Take me on this adventure.
So this is what happened. You know what game? You know what company did not stumble on their let's use this platform
Responsibly?
Yeah. Nintendo.
Dude. Nintendo.
They fucking announced a Paper Mario for the Switch, and it looks fucking awesome.
But, John, let me take it one step further, dude. Not only did they announce a new Paper Mario,
right.
they did 2 things great.
What'd they do?
They found a way to innovate on the paper storyline because now they motherfuckers fighting origamis. Number 1. Number 2, the game comes out in 2 months.
Yeah, those are two different things. Like, who does that? Who announces a whole new game? That's like a rapper just dropping an album
Yeah.
without saying shit. Like a Beyonce.
Yeah. It's essentially Nintendo is the Beyonce
It's like
of...
Nintendo is Beyonce of gaming.
They're like, hey...
Honestly, like, well, it's like anything Nintendo does, they can't do wrong.
No, at
Neither
this
can
point...
Beyonce.
Yeah. Well...
Oh, we don't, because we ain't.
I ain't part of the Beehive.
We're not part of the Beehive.
But she does have some songs that slap.
But The Beehive is Nintendo's stance. Where if you even talk the remote, the most minute shit,
They beat your ass.
they will go down. They will rain hellfire on you
Yeah, but
like the Beehive.
so Nintendo announced Paper Mario and the Origami King, I think is what it's called.
I think that's what it's called.
Or, here, I'll look it up because we are past that level where I'll just
Right.
say
You don't
false
just let.
information.
I don't do like the smoothest transition of 2020, and then you just gonna butcher it like that. You're not gonna do that to me.
Paper Mario.
But yeah, smash like, or do the thing on Spotify. Follow, do that. Because of how smooth that was. Also,
Yeah, it's called Paper Mario the Origami King.
Right.
I was correct.
there you go.
July 17th, which is the same day that Ghost of Tsushima drops.
I'm getting the
Paper
Origami
Mario.
King.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
getting Paper
getting-
Mario.
yeah.
But so they announced it, and let's just be 100% transparent. I have not played any of the other Paper Marios.
I have
I
played
like.
a demo.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I played. I think Target had a demo one time. I played it there,
Yeah.
but I hear nothing but great things from.
I
from
hear
Nathan,
they're all
who-
really
who-
good.
Na-
Yeah.
our friend Nate Toons, who big fan of that franchise, and all my other friends who play it say nothing but great things about it. I am excited for it, just like I've never played an Animal Crossing, and I was super excited for Animal Crossing to come out the same way. This year, I'm playing games that I would have never played before,
Yeah.
ever. You would never have caught me dead playing Animal Crossing. You would have
Mm.
never heard me say I'm excited for a Paper Mario
Or Assassin's
sequel.
Creed TBH.
or Assassin's Creed. Yeah, but
It's a good year.
I am very, very excited for this game just because I'm personally, my gaming journey, John, this year
oh boy.
is to just rediscover all the stuff that I missed. Well, discover for the first time. The series that we do on YouTube, plug again. I'm on this shit today,
Right.
which is coming back soon, by the way. Anyway,
Does it hold up?
Does It Hold Up has like kind of just opened my eyes. I'm like, yo, we missed a lot. Like, and,
Yeah.
and you know, a lot of gaming history, and just to relive a lot of moments. Like it's kind of made me want to go back and experience stuff from with different eyes. That's
Yeah.
why I went back and played Resident Evil 7. That's why I'm going back to Assassin's Creed. That's why I'm excited for the new Paper Mario game, because more than likely I'll go back and play the old ones after that.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, Luigi's Mansion earlier this year. You know me, I've fucked those games growing up.
You'd only.
But now it's like that was one of my favorite games on the Switch this year. When I got it, still to this day is one of my favorite games on the Switch. So
yeah, it's a. I think Luigi's Mansion is one of their console sellers. Console.
now
sell-
I would a couple years ago I would say you're wrong, but I 100% agree. 100% agree.
Yeah,
Especially
it's-
because with the third one, it's one of the biggest games on the Switch.
Mhm.
And dude, play that game too. But that's not what we're talking about. Yeah, Paper Mario Origami looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, I love the aesthetic of keeping Paper Mario, but in this origami world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dick ride Nintendo right now, but it's like they, especially with the Switch, they've know how to. Oh no, they've always done it. They know how to keep things familiar, but also evolve the formula.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's something they're very, very good at. Like all of the games that have been on the Switch have been what you know, but better and evolved and perfected.
Except for Mario Party and Kirby. But we
Except for
don't talk
Mario
about
Party.
those two.
What's going on, Nintendo? But like Mario, Legend of Zelda, Luigi, fucking
Oh, and Yoshi.
Yoshi.
No,
Which
that's part.
I
That's part of
heard
the. No, that's part of the.
So, well, okay, they're primary characters and Luigi. They just know how to tweak and like make it fresh for old fans and new. Like that aesthetic is great. I haven't played too much into it, so I don't know like what huge things are different, but just aesthetically, I am pleased.
Yeah.
I enjoy what I saw.
And I'm looking forward to playing that RPG element. I haven't played a good RPG like that, a turn-based RPG style in a long time. Because I hate those games.
Not since South Park.
Yeah, and I was just about to bring up South Park, not the second one, the Fractured Butthole. I haven't played that one,
No.
but the Stick of Truth is probably my favorite turn-based RPG games. But take that with a grain of salt.
Salt
I
of
don't
grain.
play turn-based RPGs aside from Pokemon. I'm sorry, Pokemon is
Right.
up there, but
that did happen too.
that's pretty much my extent of that. Like the Final Fantasies and all that. Like 7. Growing up, I hated those fucking games. Like I don't want to sit here and press a button and watch him do something.
Right.
That was me growing up. Obviously now, I still don't want to do that, but but my eyes are different now. Especially what does it hold up? Like we're inevitably gonna do a Final Fantasy VII episode,
No, we don't.
the original
Why
one,
would you say that?
because we are, and
Don't talk to
I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I'm just excited to jump into that world and for the first time and just see what's up. See what's up with this paper,
Yeah. See what? Maybe I want to learn origami. Make myself a swan.
dude. I'm sorry, this has nothing to do with anything.
Are you about to bring up World War Z again?
No, I'm not. Well, yeah. Well, now that you say that, there's only one level. Like you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here.
Okay, that was.
But
it.
I didn't want to stop.
Okay, but two. So this is just a side thing, nothing to do with anything except paper. But I had a coworker I worked with, and when I used to work at Chase, and he randomly messaged me on Snapchat. But I think by accident, but whatever. He remembered me.
Did you get a pee-pee?
No, that would have been better. But anyway, he's always been kind of weird and like a stoner guy.
Oh, nice.
But anyway, so we talked. I'm not gonna say what we talked about just because but he told me. I was just asking questions, and I asked him like, "Yo, what have you been up to?" And how you been is what I said, and his response was, "I'm tired, man. It's too much paper to pick up in one day." And I was like, left on scene. What am I supposed to say to that? What am I supposed to say to that?
There's too much paper to pick up. It's too much
paper to pick up. I'm like, what do you have
man.
community service at the park? You gotta pick up papers with the pokey thing.
Nah, man, he's out here making that dollar bills.
I got it. But I was like, that was what how is a normal person supposed to respond?
He said,
true.
"What?"
I was true. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to say?
That was my head just went, yeah, you right.
I mean, yeah, but like, can you give me some?
Indulge the man. Yeah, man. Sometimes there's a lot of paper on. You know what?
Yes,
Recycle.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Be green.
I'm gonna tell him like, yeah, man. At one time in high school, I was walking around with a binder and I dropped it, and all the papers came out. And my thought was, man, there's a lot of paper to pick up in one day.
There's a lot of paper on the floor, man.
I was taken aback by that.
Honestly, you're insensitive.
I think that's what it is.
Nah, you're insensitive. He over here trying to tell you his the quarrels of life, and you're out here just left his ass on scene.
I didn't know what to say. Can you blame? What would you have said?
Yeah,
like, that's not a generic true or you right or facts.
True.
Like, what am I supposed to say?
I think true would be the. I think that's the accurate answer. I think true. Sometimes you just gotta hit somebody with a true.
I mean,
sometimes it do be like that.
It do be like that sometimes.
You ever get in one of those booths when like the wind is fucking, all the dollars are just flying and you're just trying to catch them?
No, I've never.
There's too many dollars to catch.
Too much paper to pick up.
There's
in
too
one
much
day.
paper to pick up. True, would be the answer.
Like, I guess I disappointed him. But
yeah, man.
Speaking of disappointments, John, I'm sorry to tell you, you're gonna be very disappointed.
I think you say I have a baby.
Not that. What the fuck? Not with the transition that I'm making, but with the news that I'm gonna break.
Oh, okay.
There is more than likely not a Titanfall 3 happening, John.
Yeah.
No Titanfall 3. Now, Titanfall.
Yes.
A game that came from the ashes of Call of Duty. Was it Sledgehammer Games? No, it wasn't Sledgehammer Games.
It's Respawn.
Respawn Entertainment. Developers from the OG Call of Duty 4, from Call of Duty 4, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Went out and said, hey, we're going to make a cool-ass robot Call of Duty. Fast as hell.
Yeah.
Amazing game. Amazing. One of the better first-person shooters that year. I 100% of that game.
I think Call of Duty. Titanfall is like one of the best shooters that we've had
in this generation.
Since date. Like, yeah. It's man, boy.
Fast.
If you have not played Titanfall 2,
no, well, I'm on one. Hold on.
I'm still talking about what the fuck, man.
I'm on one. Hold on. So I got all the achievements on that game, right? That's all I wanted to say.
You got achievements?
Yeah, on Titanfall 1? Yeah, dude. Because it came in my Xbox. I got the Titanfall 1 bundle.
I think I also got it.
Dude, it was lit. Anyway. But, amazing. Amazing game. No story mode. People were complaining of the first one, right? Because it was just multiplayer.
Straight multiplayer.
Right, and the story, you heard it. That wasn't the point. The point was fun gameplay, amazing fast speed, robot punching the face.
Tight controls.
Yeah. That's so dope. Fast forward a little bit to where I think it was Battlefield 5. Was it 5 or 1 that was coming out?
It was Battlefield 1
and Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 4.
4. It was 4. So fast forward. The October's coming. You got two of the biggest first-person shooters at the time. Call of Duty's still there. dropping within weeks of each other.
Yep.
And then you have Titanfall 2 sandwiched right in the middle. Right in the middle.
Yeah, man.
Fumbled that really bad. Titanfall had disappointing sales. To the point where it was on sale for like $1 for a long time.
It's a shame.
It's a shame because Titanfall 2
is better than both of them.
By far. Titanfall 2 is, one of the best shooters ever.
So good.
But
And the story wasn't bad either.
oh yeah, and they actually had a story mode. They did everything that people wanted from the first one and improved upon it.
And then tightened the stuff that... They tightened the stuff that, made the first one so good.
Yeah, they made it faster. But if you think Call of Duty's fast and you never played Titanfall, you're wrong.
Oh, dude, Titanfall is so fast.
It's so fast, but they did such a good job that you still feel in control. More so in control than in Call of Duty. But enough kissing ass. They fumbled that shit, but that release date and disappointing sales numbers, and now they're probably not going to make a 3.
Well, also, that might be it as well, but Respawn then went to make Apex Legends because...
Oh, correct. Yes,
because
that's in the Titanfall world.
Right. It's in the Titanfall world, which I think also they said that another game was going to come out within the Titanfall world. I don't know if it was Apex Legend or something after the fact of Apex Legend.
I forgot about that.
But I haven't played it in a hot minute, but they're constantly changing shit and tightening stuff up. I mean, to run a game like that, it takes a lot of energy to make.
Oh, you need the whole dev got to be on fucking point on that because
you
ever evolving, especially when you have millions and millions of people playing your game daily.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they have Titanfall
and printing money. By the way, they're printing money with those battle royals.
Yeah. So with that all happening, there was an interview. I think the lead director or something like that. I don't know what the terminology is, but he was talking to IGN, and they said that they have no plans to make a third one as of right now. So it's that's not even in the works.
Yeah.
It's no. He said he would like it to come back or some shit like that, but we'll see. We have no idea.
In layman's terms, we're making too much money with Apex Legends to just put this down and put
or
resources
maybe fucking EA was like,
EA is like, hey.
But no, they fucking stay pumping shit out
Yeah, no, they're like, dude, we're making so much money with fucking.
But you
Apex.
know what? And when I was reading the article, I forgot about this. Respawn also made Jedi Fallen Legends, Star Wars.
They did do that.
They made that one.
They did do that.
And EA has announced they plan on making that its own franchise. So
as they should.
Which fantastic! It's a great game. I'm so happy to see more of those. I will buy it. I will buy it. I will purchase that game.
I have to beat that game.
That game is fantastic.
It's fucking hard.
It's fantastic. But so they're probably telling them all hands on deck. We're doing the Star Wars shit. We're finally doing it right.
Yeah.
Let's do all hands on deck. We're gonna fucking keep making this franchise. Fuck your project. We're not gonna do Titanfall no more, and they're probably gonna continue just making the Jedi games. And plus, on top of
Apex.
keep maintaining Apex, which is bittersweet, because it's both those games are good, and I'm really excited for the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order,
Mm-hmm.
because I loved the first one. It's really good. But damn, I wish I got another Titanfall.
Yeah.
Especially in this upcoming generation, the next gen of consoles.
Oh man.
I would fucking love another one. It's so fun. I might the more I think about it, I might even download 2 just to play it again. But no, I'm not gonna do that because there's just so much going on.
There's so many games right now.
My brain just hurts thinking about it.
Yeah, no, that game was really dope.
It's such a shame. But it's if there's any shooter that deserves a sequel or deserves more love in general,
Titanfall.
it's fucking Titanfall, man. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all stay doing them. They're y'all know what the fuck. You stop disrespecting shit. You disrespected Star Wars, and then the people who fucking brought Call of Duty to where it is, fuck you.
Well, I mean, again, it's not dead. There's still hope. They didn't
Still
say
hope.
They didn't
It's just
say
not.
no.
It's not anytime soon. You know what I'm talking about?
It's okay. Remember, Dr. Dre said he wasn't dropping music, and then he dropped that Compton album.
Well,
out of nowhere.
no, that's different. He said, it's Detox, and then Detox never came.
Well, except he lied because he said that was coming out, and then he just
And
said,
never-
"Nah, we straight."
He said, "Nah."
But yeah, man, Titanfall,
It's a
great franchise. Go back and play it and get numbers back in that player base, and I'll be like, "Oh, hold on." You know what I'm saying? Revitalize it.
Yeah,
That's how
man.
you do it.
EA only listens to the money. So
100%.
if you fucking put the money into Titanfall, they'll revitalize it. They will make sure that's at the top of their list of shit. They saw how well Jedi Fallen Order did. They were like, we gonna make more of these so we can get more money. They saw Apex Legends had a huge boost in like player base and shit. At one point, I think it passed Fortnite in streams.
Probably for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So of course they're gonna be like, we're gonna fucking you keep doing that shit. More of that. Do that. Fuck Titanfall.
Hey, man. I'm transitioning us out here. You ready for this?
Yes.
Give me a quarantine elbow bump. Boom. All right. Remember how we were talking about earlier about how Sony State of Play and Nintendo Direct and all that? Well, Xbox got some heat coming for you this summer, John.
Oh, don't they have their...
They had their official 2020, their Xbox, the home, what is it, thingy, when our first party games, the games we making, Xbox.
The games we making.
The games we making, I'm speaking as Xbox.
Like, we the Xbox.
Yes. Halo Infinite, John.
Yes.
Halo Infinite, confirmed to be talked about in the Halo, in the Xbox
I would fucking
summer presentation.
hope so. It's a first party game. You're talking about first party games. I would fucking hope so. I am still very cautiously optimistic when it comes to Halo.
Same.
Just because the track record of this new trilogy is just at
Yeah,
best.
yeah, it's
It's
been
gold.
a rocky road for,
And Rocky Road is delicious.
but not when it's
But
about
not
Halo.
when 343 does it. But that shit is because I think the creative director left or some shit like that.
It's been so much happening.
There's just been
with
so
that
much
game.
going on with that. Not a lot has been shown or said.
Like,
And
And history shows that whenever a game has this such a rocky fucking development,
they usually
the
are
game
ass.
comes out less than stellar. So
And like 343 needs this one. They really do.
well, no, 343 doesn't. Halo needs it, not 343.
I'm sorry, yeah, the franchise of Halo needs it because you took one of the pillars of gaming and you turned it to diarrhea.
you shit on it.
You took a shit and you made it shit.
Yeah,
like,
man,
please.
That franchise hurts me so much.
And I'm just wondering, like, what other first party games?
I don't know. That's the whole point.
Unless like they do another Gears of War.
I hope not. Yes, I mean.
Well,
don't get
they
me wrong.
are making.
Yes,
they
I-
are making.
My bad. When I said I hope not, it's not that I don't want a Gear 6. I do want a Gear 6.
They're making the Gears.
Yeah,
6.
no, I know.
The Gear 6 is
I
happening.
love the Gears 5. I loved it. That's not what I'm. Oh, I beat that too during the quarantine. Anyway, look. I played a lot of games.
I don't think it beat much.
I don't want. Personally, as a looking to Microsoft for games because I mainly play Xbox because I love being hurt. I don't want to hear any Gears of War at all this summer.
They did
because
just
they
release.
yeah, that's why. Because Gears 5 came out last year, great, did good, whatever. Game Pass is kicking ass. That new Gears just came out. Don't give me no more Gears.
Well, it's Gears Tactics for people who
Yes.
don't know. It's a is it
It's a
turn-based
XCOM.
RPG?
It's like an XCOM.
I don't know what XCOM
I
is
forgot-
considered.
yeah,
Tactical
I
something.
forgot. It's like a strategic, whatever the fuck Mario and Rabbids is. That type of game.
Yeah.
Which cool. I like those games too. And yes, I know Gears Tactics is coming out on Xbox a little later. But this isn't the time for that. Don't tell me something we already know.
Mm-hmm.
Give me more information on Halo because you guys have made some claims that this one's gonna return Halo back to glory.
Y'all stay saying shit.
So show me that, and then show me where. And even Phil Spencer, I think, made a comment saying people want to know where all these studios that we just bought, that we acquired, what are they doing?
Like,
Where
what
the
are they
money
up
go?
to? Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know what you guys have planned. Don't give me Gears. And if you give me Gears, don't make it a whole thing. Just mention that yes, Gears Tactic launch, dope, great reviews, is coming out. Boom. Next, please don't make it a whole thing. Gears 6, don't even fucking bring it up. It's too soon. It's too soon. Gears 6, Gears 5 just came out last year.
It didn't come out last year.
It did. It came out last year on Game Pass in September, or when I moved out around September. That's when that game dropped.
Gears 5 came out.
Yes, that came out last year. We played it with
2019 or
Moxes.
2018?
2019. When I moved out, it came out then because that's what I was trying to play here and I didn't get through it.
Nah, man.
I'm telling you, it came out 2019.
it
I'll
came
give
out
you the exact date.
2019,
I'll give you the exact date. Here you go. Ready for this?
Nah. I don't believe you, dude.
It don't matter.
Yeah, I don't believe
It
you.
doesn't matter if you believe me. You're gonna believe these facts.
I'm gonna believe when you lie to
Here
me.
you go. September 10, 2019 is when that game dropped.
Oh wow.
So it's
Oh,
too
yeah, it's too soon, man.
for Gear 6. Do not.
Yeah.
Don't even fucking bring it up.
Yeah, don't do it.
Bring up
I'm sad,
whatever the hell you guys have planned, all the new stuff, only new games and Halo. And if you have sequel, like I swear I'll get a PS5 if you guys say, oh, State of Decay 3.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm a fan of State of
No,
Decay
I love
now.
State of Decay. But don't do that. This isn't the time for State of Decay 3 or Forza Horizon fucking 5.
Oh,
do not do that.
no, you know what? Forza, I don't really give too much. I don't give two shits.
No,
about.
but I'm saying
That's
like,
one of those things that's like, aw.
yeah, exactly. And and I'm not saying when I say what I'm saying because I love State of Decay and I like the Forza franchise. I'm not saying I don't want those things, but do not put your fucking don't you dare come out and say this is what you got. Don't tell me Gear 6 is coming out. Don't tell me Halo Infinite is going back. Here's a fucking Forza and here's a fucking State of Decay. And and an update to Sea of Thieves.
That's the one I was gonna say.
Do not.
You know what would piss me the fuck off is if they try to sell me some more fucking Sea of Thieves.
Yeah,
because that one was the one that hurt. That one was the one that fucking. Which again, like every time we bring it up, it's like honestly, what did I expect?
Yeah. Yo, you know what? I'll talk about what did I expect. I expected a game. I expected not a graphical showcase or a physics engine. No, I expected a video game with Sea of Thieves. Hold on. I'm mad.
Don't yell at me.
You got me angry. Because Sea of Thieves pissed me off. Because, dude, yes, you guys made the most beautiful pirate ship simulator that ever came out. Sea of Thieves' gameplay with the boats, I find it superior to Assassin's Creed boats mechanics.
Yeah.
So much better. But you didn't give me anything to fucking do with it. That was my problem with Sea of Thieves. If you, I don't know if a story was the answer. I don't know if cooler shit to do. But literally, you gave me a showcase of a graphics of very good graphics with that style that Rare does so well, and a physics engine. Look how fucking amazing this water looks, and look at our boats do it. And go get this chest and. Here's the worst first-person shooting you've ever done in your life.
I think like the thing that would have made State of Decay. Wow, like now you got me thinking of State of Decay. I think the thing that would have made Sea of Thieves good, one, if they did it exactly the same, a progression system, something that makes me feel like what I'm doing is worth it.
They have one in there.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
They do. They have a level up system.
No, they have a fucking lie. They have a lie.
Oh, and on top of that, yes, you even if I was a fan of going to pick up chests and having the worst experience fighting,
your
in
progression
gaming,
system means shit.
It
does
cosmetic.
nothing.
Yes, that dude. Oh my god! I swear, if they come on and say DLC to Sea of Thieves, I'm gonna flip my shit.
Like, what's the point of fighting the Megalodon? What's the point of fighting like the red, like the fucking like what a skin?
Oh yeah, I mean, it looks cool. It looks cool. But
oh wow, a shiny fucking skin. Like, what do I use my money for? What? There's no. You get a fat ass ship off the bat. There's no stat boost. There's no fucking. The guns are all the same, and so they look pretty. The guns are ass anyway.
Yeah,
like swords with like. Some sort of level, like some abilities or some shit.
So for the Xbox Summer Showcase, if they have the gall to bring up any Sea of Thieves stuff, it better be a sequel with substance. I'm not talking about drop a trailer like they did for the first one. Like, look at this cave. Look at this boat. I'm talking about...
That was underwhelming, too, when they showed that shit.
And I fell for it. Why I'm so mad about it is because I was actually hyped for it. And people would ask me, but what can you do in that game? Like I remember people talking like, shit. Like, why are you hyped for it? Like, what can you do? They didn't show anything. I'm like, it's pirates. I love pirates. I love that shit. That was it. That was all I had for it. Like, and Yes, and I am now on the bitter side of it because you got me. Do not get me again.
But to be fair, like I didn't spend money on it.
Game
I got
Pass.
the Game
Yeah,
Pass,
but
you know, like
it's not about the money. It's about you made me look
about the
foolish.
integrity. Yeah,
You made me look foolish in front of my
like,
friends.
You made me look like goddamn dumb
Like
dumb.
they asked me, and then when the game came out, I was like, "Haha, I told you, bitch," and I was like, "That's all I can say. What else can I
like
say?"
being wrong.
So my thing is, if you have any Sea of Thieves, it better be a sequel. I'm not talking about a story DLC. No, none of that.
You better do it right.
Sequel with substance and a reason to play it.
When did Sea of Thieves come out? Because what if it's too soon for that?
Like, that wasn't a 2019 release.
Because
no.
didn't they just release like the anniversary version of it, which did absolutely nothing?
Yeah, it came out. It's 2018, March 2018.
Yeah. Is it time for a new? Yeah, it's time for a new one.
They didn't give me the first one. They gave me a demo.
It's time to give me the real one.
Yeah, they gave you a demo.
Give me
That's
the
all it
real
was.
one.
It was a glorified fucking demo.
Like Sea of Thieves would piss me off. State of Decay. No, I can't. Like,
I'm saying
I had so much fun with State of Decay that I can't be mad
what
at
I meant. Like, yes, I would like it, but it's not what they need right now.
Right.
What they need
none of these
is-
are system sellers.
Look, what they need is obviously good originals. Like Ghost of like we were just talking shit about it, but they need something along those lines. Ghost of Tsushima is IP from that studio. You're only gonna find that on PlayStation.
Right.
It's not a sequel like God of War. It's not. It's its own
It's
thing.
an original IP.
We need strong one of those, very very strong ones that have promise of being a good franchise. They need that, and they need partnerships with bigger names. Sony Spider-Man. We need something like that. But I'm not just saying find the movie and put a game to it. I mean, you need to find something dope
Yeah.
to bring people over here. Spider-Man.
That's
Fucking
a system seller.
yes. We haven't had a good Spider-Man game since arguably Spider-Man 2 on the PS2. That era. Here comes Sony with fucking Insomniac. Here's the best Spider-Man game that ever came out.
Yeah.
You'll only find that on PlayStation. That's a console seller.
Yeah.
Microsoft needs to do something like that. And I'm not maybe not find the franchise, but they need stuff like that. They need strong IPs for good fucking future franchises that are gonna take into the next gen. Because we didn't, as Xbox, we didn't have franchises this generation. Nothing new that stuck. Nothing new.
And any of the
Sony,
stuff that did came out, they were lackluster at best.
yeah. And if we did have it, PlayStation got it later anyway. Tomb Raider. We had it exclusive for a little bit.
Titanfall.
Yeah, Titanfall. So yes, timed exclusives, cool, whatever. That's not what we're talking about here. But my thing is, we have nothing. And then Halo died, or is on life support. Like our franchises are dead on Xbox. Y'all better not fucking give me Forza.
If you give me
the
some
word Forza comes out of your mouth, it better have guns on it
I
and a
want-
clown,
yeah.
and you got the rights to Twisted Metal. That's the only way that I want to hear fucking anything car related.
I think like Nathan was telling me, shout out to Nathan again, Nate Toons. He was telling me that I think they just bought is it Niantic or something like that? The people were making what the fuck is the game called?
I'm getting giddy. Please give me good news. Say some heat.
What the fuck is that game called?
Give me clues. Give me some.
It's like a cartoonish. It's like something.
Psychonauts.
Psychonauts.
Yeah.
They bought the studio that makes Psychonauts 2. So now they're a developer for Xbox. Like they're exclusive to
So
Xbox.
Psychonauts 3? Is it?
Psychonauts 2 is coming out.
Oh, that's what it is too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they bought them.
Wasn't that an exclusive anyway?
I don't know if it's an exclusive. They just said it was coming out. I don't know if it was an exclusive or not. But we have them now.
That's not enough. Whatever. Look,
They got a fan
bring
base.
us heat. Yeah, fan base. Yeah, but I haven't played the first
Give
one.
me Conker's Bad Fur Day 2.
Yeah, dude. Honestly,
The referring.
the referring.
Imagine fucking Conker's Bad Fur Day
Dude, a Conker's Bad Fur Day would be dope. But
with Xbox Series X,
nah,
graphics.
Conker Live and Reloaded.
but better.
I mean, we own Rare and Conker. We could do it.
Hey, stop fucking around.
Look. All right. Just give us heat. That's it. I'm done. I'm done getting angry. Give us heat. Because we're here. You have the hardware. We already know you have the hardware.
Like, you're strong.
You got it.
Yeah,
You have-
get it. You're strong.
Yeah, you have Xbox Live. Yes, you have the better online of the two consoles. I get it. Fine. Of all three, because Nintendo's is coming up.
They're getting there.
No, yeah, they're coming up.
getting
But they're
there.
not. I wouldn't consider them a competitor yet. They don't even have voice chat in their games. No party system, none of that. I feel like that's bare minimum at this point. Fine. I don't even want you to innovate Xbox Live. You could keep that exactly the fucking same.
You can
and
literally
we're
keep
good.
the interface the exact
you-
same
you-
from Series X to the.
Yeah, it can be. You can give me the same dashboard. I don't care. Just give me games that I can
Games.
only play on Xbox. That is all I ask. And good games. That's not Forza. And if you're gonna give me Forza, at least have the rest of it be Heat. You know, like have games that are worth it. So when you give me Forza, it's like, and the Forza's coming out. Not Forza's fucking coming out.
Yeah, I don't think I think only racing fans have been excited for Forza. Like, every time I hear about a Forza at like E3, I'm just like, oh my god, like,
Right.
cool, I guess. But it's like, I don't give a shit. That's not why I play Xbox.
You know when I was the most mad at a Forza announcement? When they fucking brought the car down.
And then it came right back up. Like,
yeah, and it dropped down. Like, cool, look at this McLaren. Like, all
They always
right.
do that.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, you have the gall to have a McLaren on stage, and that's it? That's all you got? A car? I don't even get to fucking drive that car. In the game,
no, they
sure.
said the McLaren's in it.
Yeah, there's McLarens in it, but that's not the same. You're shooting zombies in the face. You're not really shooting. You know, it's not the same as actually
What
going
the
out and
fuck?
shooting zombies. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that
What
to
are
me.
you saying to me right now? What's
Like,
coming out of your
imagine if Xbox had a bunch
Had
of
a
zombies
zombie?
on screen
Oh,
and unleashed it on the crowd. Actually,
they'd go to jail.
yeah, they would. But
Well, no
That's
one
good
will go to jail
publicity.
because Outbreak.
that's good publicity.
That's good for us. It's like,
That they become Umbrella.
oh no, what if that's what they're doing?
No, but
Nobody likes
yeah.
Umbrella.
So, I'm watching Xbox with like a hawk.
I'm fucking eager, man. Like, give me something.
Yeah.
Give us the shit.
Like, it's cool that you guys teamed up with Assassin's Creed for Valhalla, but
It would be
we
cool
know
if
for a
Assassin's
fact-
Creed was like only on
it's
Xbox.
not. It's
That's
not.
definitely
That's-
not happening.
It's not number one. Just because
Just
it's not gonna happen. And number two, Ubisoft to be big dumb to do that,
Yeah,
unless Microsoft pays them a lot of
a
millions.
fuck ton of money.
But I don't see them doing that. But I like for some reason I like the Assassin's Creed franchise to be everywhere. I don't know. That's just me.
I want everybody to try.
Yeah,
it.
like there's certain franchises that feel good everywhere. Assassin's Creed is one of
Like
them.
Call of Duty is one of those things
Yeah.
where it's like I don't want it to go. Like keep
Like
it everywhere.
those are one of the ones you keep.
Titanfall
everywhere.
was one of those. I wish it stayed first party.
Yeah.
Because it was like, it's a really good, solid shooter that can, like a console seller, maybe, but like,
I feel like it's too close to Call of Duty to be like that.
you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just feel like it's just a solid game that is really like just man.
Yeah.
But it's like, what's the point? Like, what's the point? I'm just sad now. This is not how I started the podcast.
Let's turn it around. Let's turn around and get happy. I saw the Scooby-Doo movie.
That doesn't help me at all.
I said happy. I'm getting more mad. Real quick, last thing before we jump out of here, dude.
I gotta jump too. You're making me do physical activity.
So, we talk a lot about movies and the that part of pop culture.
Right, we talk about movies all the time.
all the time. So, Scoob, Scooby Dooby
Also
Doo,
known, yeah, I was about to say, also known as Doobie
also
Doo.
known as Mr. Dooby Doo. That movie came out over the weekend, and the reason why we're talking about it, not because we're avid Scooby Doo fans,
Well, when it came out.
but one, yes, new movie came out, especially when we're not having too many new movies drop.
Right.
But it's not the first, because Trolls did it already.
The second.
But it's a very pivotal it's a movie that's going to be very pivotal to the future of the movie industry, because it dropped straight to home.
Yep.
Like Trolls did.
Just like Trolls, yeah.
Just like Trolls did. And this is a bigger name than Trolls. I would argue here to death that Scooby-Doo is bigger than Trolls.
It is. I don't even-
Okay, cool. I won that argument.
I
Thank
think
you.
so, no?
W for me. Fuck Trolls. And look,
Trolls make bank.
yeah, they did. They made bank. But I can't seem to find the numbers yet on it. So we'll talk about that next week. But today, we'll talk about
review it.
the movie, because I bought it. I wanted to support.
Purchased it.
Yeah, I wanted to show like yes, I'm down for movies to come out at home
Right.
during this time, and I want my goddamn money back. I want it back. If you're gonna give me movies at home, don't give me this.
It's like, I support it, but not this one.
Not this one. I thought it was okay at best.
It's a medium.
And again, I understand Actually, I can't even say I'm the target demographic, and because normally, yes, it's a kids film. I am no longer a kids film.
You were not. You were neither a kid or a
Yeah,
film.
I'm neither of those things.
So it's not for you at
No,
all.
no. But the fact that it opened up and had the
This
the
is it
intro.
technically a spoiler?
No, I don't think so. It's just, it remade the intro to the original Scooby-Doo show. So right off the bat, you're like, oh shit, this is gonna be an old school episode. It's gonna hit all those notes. It's gonna be fun, but bigger, better, animated, cool. After that point, the movie makes a left. I'm not gonna spoil anything, and it becomes generic kids film, flossy, dabby, pop culture-y. Let's say the coolest things, but not really.
Oh yeah, dude. That
Modern-
I just realized what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? It became that, and at that point, and the story was mediocre to boot. Like, it was just kids will laugh because ha, look, they do that in Fortnite. That's it. That's as far as the entertainment went.
They did that one time.
No, but that's the humor that they were going for.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by they lost me, 100%.
Yeah, like. Again, I was excited for this one just because I grew up watching Scooby-Doo. Well, we both have.
Yeah.
Not like a lot. Not like it's our favorite thing in the world. But like we did grow up watching Scooby-Doo. And I think it was about time that we got like resurgence in some Scooby-Doo shit.
Yeah.
Because like I remember when we were kids, we had like this live-action Scooby-Doo movie. And I fucking love those movies.
I like them too.
I watched them again like not too long ago. They're still good.
I like them.
They're like good.
Yeah, I like them.
But
For what they were, I like them.
Right. But so I was looking forward for it to be completely animated because then they can just go balls to the wall with it.
Yeah.
But the balls I got wasn't the balls I wanted.
You keep those balls off the wall.
You keep them balls away from the wall. Don't touch the wall with those balls.
No, wait, balls. Was it balls to the wall or balls off
to
the wall?
Balls to the wall.
Oh yeah. Get them off the wall.
Don't
Get your balls off the
don't
wall.
touch my
Wall.
walls with your balls. I don't want them.
Yeah, no, it was.
The movie is generic.
It's essentially a retelling of the origins of how
It's
the gang came,
essentially an origin story
mixed with a
where are we now? Not like a
yeah,
where are we now?
or with a new adventure, quote unquote.
But like the adventure that they have isn't even fucking Scooby-Doo.
No, it wasn't.
Like you could have fucking put any mystery gang and it wouldn't even be fucking Scooby-Doo. Like cuz they said it in the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler, but like the gang somehow goes to fucking space or some shit. Like they deal with this thing called Falcon Fury, who's like a superhero in the world or some shit like that.
He's a thing. He's a thing.
He's a thing.
Yeah, he's a real character from the
Cool.
back in the day. Like they use real characters.
They use
just,
characters and shit, but like
for what?
But like there's like this whole weird story that doesn't really have to do with ghosts, which is they're fucking a mystery. They're Ghostbusters. Like why the fuck? Why did you get rid of the ghosts?
That they have. You can
Nah.
argue ghosts.
Like there's a difference
you
between.
can argue ghosts.
We're gonna get into like minor spoiler territory.
No, let's not.
But it's like there's a difference between what they did and just like the whole point of Scooby-Doo was like the monsters
Solving
and
the
the ghosts
mystery
that the
and-
mysteries of these mythological things aren't real. They're people. Like the monsters are people.
Not every time.
Not every time, no. But essentially, that's what it was. Like the like all this scary shit that you see going on, it's manufactured. It's not real, and that's what they do. They solve the mysteries.
Yeah.
Right.
Like how they did it, why they
Right.
did it.
How they did it. Why. Blah blah blah. Well, when you get rid of that, what's the point?
Which they kind of did.
Which they kind of didn't. But it's like it's not the same. It's not because like I it's gonna get this way.
No.
I'm gonna get into it.
Don't.
But I was like, it's not Scooby-Doo. It's not. And then also, this is like a tiny pet peeve, but not really. I'm just going to point it this way. Fucking Shaggy doesn't exist in 2020. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. A motherfucker doesn't say zoinks or it says like dude. Like he was like a pothead from the 70s or the 70s and shit.
That's just you being nitpicky.
I'm being nitpicky.
The character's always
like
been
these
like that.
characters do not fit in 2020, or the character of because like what the whole thing is that they're lazy potheads. Well, they could still be potheads, right?
He's a pothead.
But like they made him like the 70, like they kept him 70 style.
Yeah.
In today's.
But
age.
they even it was a minor joke in the movie where they made a nod to that.
Fuck you.
Yeah. No, they did.
Fuck
though.
you.
They did do that.
I'm not saying fuck you, but it's fuck you movie for it's like. You acknowledge that it doesn't make sense.
Hold on. We're getting a little left, but I kind of want to follow you there. What do you want to just change Shaggy up 100%?
My
like
thing,
that's,
no. My thing
or
is
set
like,
it where it's at the
why
time
don't you
period.
set it in the time period of when it was made?
You know what? I thought you were nitpicky at first, but I have to agree with you because when the movie opened up,
Like-
no spoiler, and Shaggy had kid Shaggy had a smartphone out, which means that they're in now times, like right now.
Well,
'cause he was listening-
they said it was set in the 90s, like when they had the kid, like when the kid said oh no, I don't know if it was in the 90s.
Okay,
I don't know if it said or not.
I'm gonna say no. It better not have because
I might have just lied to you there.
Okay, no,
but he was playing 90s music or some shit.
yeah,
like that.
he was
I
playing
don't know.
90s music, but then he went on to
But he
take
had a
out
smartphone.
He took a smartphone and listening to podcasts on his phone.
And I'm like,
that.
that's
That
not-
means right now. Like that wasn't not. That's
Right,
what's
right,
happening
right.
now.
I don't know.
So
I
then-
might have just lied to you when
And
it said
yeah,
that
you
shit.
sound like a lie. They were playing 90s hip hop,
Sound
yeah,
like a
but
lie.
but then it fast forward to 10 years, so that means the movie takes place in the future.
So maybe it's like 2010s or some shit.
Yeah,
and it
maybe
takes place
2010s and now it's 2020.
But like,
but my
that's not.
I don't
that's
know.
not
Something
dude.
about it was off.
That
and
ain't it.
I can't put my finger on
That
it.
ain't it.
But I'll say like if we had to put a number on it, even we always say we don't put numbers on it, and then followed by putting a number
Put
on
a
it.
straight up number on it.
Yeah, like out of 10, I give it a 5.
Yeah, it's a 5,
It's a
dude.
5.
It's
Like,
a
you're-
generic movie.
Kids, like very young kids who are like the Fortnite crowd would probably enjoy it a lot.
Yeah,
because
someone
it's-
dabbed.
Yeah,
You'll
and-
like that.
But the fact that someone dabbed,
It's like
no
bro,
one dabs anymore. Like anyway, but
dab's not even cool anymore. I don't think.
also, I don't know if it's spoiler to say this. Okay, the character, there's a person on there who I don't think has been relevant for the better part of like
Oh no,
5
you
years.
could say it.
for
No,
the-
you could say it.
Can I? Like, that's not
Yeah.
a spoiler. Simon Cowell.
He's in the movie.
Why?
Who cares about Simon Cowell?
Number one, why? And number two, why? And number three, just why? Like he's not.
Oh.
He's not. I feel like he's
Who
not.
the fuck cares about Simon Cowell?
Yeah, like that. Like,
Nobody
was,
cares about-
Was this movie made a
Like
long
when
time
Shrek
ago?
came out.
Yeah, a long time ago, and it just dropped now.
Also-
and did we
also-
get like a H? Like they just touched it up. I
Also,
don't
here's the
understand.
thing. Like it's kind of. It's not really that big of a. It's not really a spoiler. It is because it's in the movie, but it's not a big deal. Did you notice the blatant?
Are you gonna spoil the movie? I'm trying really hard.
I'm
not to.
trying not to.
Okay.
Well, it's in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like same vein. It's like Simon Cowell.
Oh, okay.
Did you notice it doesn't like spoil the movie?
Okay.
It's not that big of a deal. But did you notice the blatant wink or nod to their other properties
Yeah.
when they in Halloween?
They
when
said
were
Wonder
kids,
Woman.
And they were like, "Cool Wonder Woman costume," and then the other girl was like, Velma was dressed as like a judge, and he was like, "Oh, you're Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Like what house are you in?"
Yeah.
And it's like, "Oh, I'm this person's." Oh, so Slytherin. It's like
Yeah.
that wasn't even funny.
It's like the jokes are like they were super outdated. I don't know what the like. When did they make this movie?
I don't understand. Like I don't understand. Like these characters are supposed to be modern, but they're outdated.
But the jokes are like outdated.
you might as well have just kept them in their, just introduce them to a new audience, but keep them in
That
their era.
That would have been
Because
cool.
when we were kids, they weren't in the 90s.
No, they were in the past.
They were in the 70s.
Yeah.
Or wherever they fucking came from.
I don't know.
There wasn't really time on it.
There was one where John Cena was in it.
That was, I guess.
I mean, John Cena's now.
I don't know.
So,
But
I
like,
don't know.
why don't you just keep them within the time frame? Like, not everything needs to be modernized to that extent.
You know what,
Especially
man?
a time, especially a group of characters who are obviously from that time period.
Yeah. No, he got a. No, I can't say it.
Unless like, I don't know, unless they went to the future or some shit. But even then, that's not even like that's
Yeah,
not it. That's not it.
I don't know.
It's not it.
Something like there's. I don't know. The retelling didn't work. If they would have just, like you said, kept it where they were that time period and just done an original Scooby-Doo story like
Like,
that,
there's no need.
golden. Don't like those characters just feel out of time here, and especially it didn't help that the jokes they were making
It's very
were
much of like
the last decade.
yeah, it's very much of like when you try to revitalize an old just like franchise or something, and you can just tell it's it's not there anymore. Like when Duke Nukem came out.
Like they were trying so hard to do what they did before. They kind of just locked themselves off into that and trying to update jokes. So it's like, let's say they have an episode right here and they just sliced out that joke's too old, put this one in. That one's too old, put this one in. But they grabbed from the fucking wrong pile because those jokes are also too old.
It's like it's new. It's like if the people who grew up with Scooby-Doo tried to modernize it for today's kids, but only knew about the generic shit that you see on like the mainstream
Like
media, BuzzFeed and shit, and then they made the movie based on that shit.
But like of videos of at least 5 years ago.
Right. And it's like when kids today are also like that shit's out, like you know how like meme culture and shit, it's like they were just like, yeah, that's the people still dab, right? Like shit's still lit, and then they fucking made the movie.
I say lit.
I still say lit, but I'm saying like
shit's still lit. Yes,
shit is still lit.
But yeah, man, I don't know. Scooby-Doo.
Now, with that said, I do hope this movie does well, because that means that more studios will give you movies directly to the digitals.
That is a double-edged sword for me, because I have to do my stance, talk about it. What is it? Update.
Lie, flip-flop.
Because, no, I'm not flip-flopping.
Two-faced.
Nope.
Continue.
No, I'm not saying anything because I will be judged. No, so since we've been cooped up here a little longer, my stance on it has changed. While we're in quarantine, I would like movies to come out digitally, but when we get out, I would very much like theaters, please.
I like when we get out.
Yeah, like yeah, I
agree.
It's not the same. Like, had I seen that movie in the theater, I still would have been mad, but I don't have to keep it.
You know what? I would have been even more mad.
No,
because I had to drive my happy ass over there, pay the money, pay the over expensive snacks.
Like, I mean, to experience wise, and speaking strictly on experience, not convenience, because last time we were focused on convenience.
But that was my take on it when I said that theaters should stay.
And I was with you there,
because like part of being in the theaters, you experience it. Like
yeah.
Also the now to add to it, if I didn't like the movie, I just got to see it once and that's it. I don't keep that shit forever. And every time I look at it, like motherfucker.
Yeah, but yeah. So while this is happening, which is gonna be for a long time, I would like movies to come out. Like, don't push them back. That's my stance. That's my stance. Like, if the movie was scheduled to come out, drop it. If it makes financial sense.
So very much so, like, evolve with the current state of things, kind of like the way video games are doing.
Exactly. Like, but don't push your movie back.
But like, don't make that your norm.
Yeah, don't make me wait longer than I already have to. That's my stance.
That's something that we didn't factor in, is like the after credits.
Yeah.
The epilogue of this shit.
Yeah.
Where it's like, people are gonna go out.
Yeah.
They're
gonna go out like a motherfucker.
People is gonna go out. All these businesses that are like really hurting right now, they're gonna make a fuck ton of money because people have been cooped up for how many months?
Yeah.
Right? Theaters are gonna fucking make bank.
There's gonna be a resurgence, yeah.
There's gonna be a resurgence and all this shit.
If they make it.
If they make it.
But I mean, if Amazon makes, if AMC makes it, because there's rumors that, I don't know if it's rumors, but I heard that Amazon was looking to buy AMC. So do with that what
they
you
could
will.
do it.
They could fucking buy the world if they
want.
want.
If Amazon bought,
it'll kind of be like when they bought Whole Foods, and like they didn't. They
didn't
own
change
Whole Foods.
anything.
They just.
I forgot that they bought Whole Foods.
Exactly. It's more like that. Like, how Marvel, like Disney owns Marvel, but you don't really think about it too much because they're still doing their thing.
Because they kind of let them do.
How they also own Star Wars and they fucked it, but I don't blame Disney for that. You know how that, like, you don't really think about Disney owning them until Disney decides to tell you they own them.
And it's like, remember, we're here.
Yeah, it's like when the numbers come out and they made $90 billion.
And it's like, right, yeah, that you own that.
Yeah, that's why you own all this. It's kind of like that. But what was I going with that? I forgot. Oh yeah, when the theaters come back, the money. Everybody's gonna make money.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to eat movie theater popcorn.
That, and there's gonna be a lot of babies. A lot of babies gonna come out because everybody gonna be like you and me.
It'll be like the baby boomers.
That's exactly what the fuck I said. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But it's gonna be.
But it's not because of a war or some shit.
There's the quarantiners.
No.
Generation Q.
My girlfriend said they should be called children of the corn. Of the quarantine.
Leave her.
I was like, that shit's actually pretty clever.
You leave her.
Children of the Corn is actually really nice.
It sounds like a child with like missing front teeth and a speech impediment tried to say children of the
you
corn.
don't get it.
I got it.
Children of the Corn.
No, I got it.
Children of the Corn.
I got
Children
it.
of the Corn.
Oh, children of the. Oh, okay. Funny. I like that. Yeah, just
Children of the Quarantine.
I got it.
Because I was trying to pronounce it so you understand.
No, I got it.
Like Children of the Corn is the movie.
I'm gonna children of the corn.
But
you.
Quarantine. Children of the Corn.
I'm threatening you now.
You get it?
I'm going to children of
Did
the
you
corn.
not get it before?
No, I got it before. It was a shitty. Stop. Stop.
Smash like if you like Children of the Corn. For the next gen.
No.
next-
speaking of outdated, fucking children of the corn. That's from what, the 60s?
It's a punny though.
It's not punny. Punny isn't funny. It's not.
It's punny.
I'm leaving. All right.
Smash like if you like puns. Follow if you like punny.
I'm gonna. Oh, thanks, guys, so much for listening to today's podcast that John just obliterated. If you like this episode, I was gonna say please leave a message.
Goodbye.
Comment, like, subscribe, follow on Spotify, follow on Twitter. Talk to us. We talk back.
Yes, we do.
We talk a lot.
I like to talk.
We reply to every comment.
Yes.
We reply to every tweet.
Yes.
We reply to ourselves, to you.
But if you say something bad, I might just leave you on scene, TBH.
No, I'll reply. I know you. So
Oh, true.
there's that. So we'll see you guys next week. Every Monday, 6 a.m. We come out early so it's there when you wake up. Might have to reevaluate that time drop, but it's all good.
Cheers.
We will see you guys next week, baby.